Greening Western Balkans series of the Balkan Forum podcast focuses on sustainable ideas and initiatives that are helping to address the green transition in the Western Balkan region. Our guests for this episode are Bart and Thijs. Bart Sitters, a 24-year-old Dutch student of Bachelor Environmental Sciences at the Haas Green Academy, after completing an internship with Heijmans, a Dutch building company, on redesigning the waste process to create more circularity, he came to Kosovo to assist in the starting up of a wastewater treatment plant at a local dairy plant, as well as optimizing another wastewater treatment plant at Bulmeti, a dairy processing company. Thijs van Harten, a 23-year-old student of agriculture engineering at the Aarhus University of Applied Sciences in the Netherlands. He has worked his entire life on dairy farms. Thijs is in Kosovo for an internship to contribute to improving dairy farms and provide farmers with correct information as the right way to improve food quality and quantity in Kosovo. This is through an official project by the United Nations. So Bart and Thijs, welcome to the Balkan Forum podcast and thank you for your time. What motivated you to choose Kosovo as your practical work destination?
I got in contact with some other students that have been here actually. They went here for a few weeks and when I spoke to them they were really enthusiastic about the people and the country and food. So after that I started to do some research and I really liked Kosovo, so I got in contact with the company Unico, asked them if they had a place for an internship, and they offered me a place with both the dairy companies.
That's amazing. How about you, Thijs?
So, one of my teachers was a part of the program. We had another student from my school who was here previously, and so he asked for the next year if we had any students that wanted to come to Kosovo, and I said, well, I'll go. I'm curious about the country, how life is here, and about the culture as well. So that's why I'm here.
Perfect. What are some specific aspects of Kosovo that you are exploring during your time here, other than work, if you have time? Yes.
Well, I'm just being a bit of a general tourist, I think. So I visited a lot of cities here, like Prizren and Jakova, but also neighboring countries. So I went to Albania and Macedonia.
How about you, Thijs? Did you have some time to explore?
I have some time the weekends, and work was shut down in a couple of weeks because something broke. I'm also mostly a tourist here, but I've made some friends during my work. I go to farms, so I meet the children of the farmers, and they are really welcome here. The people here are really welcome. So one time they invited me to come on a little trip into the mountains of Pea, and it was really beautiful.
What did you think of the mountains coming from the Netherlands?
Yeah, I told them. I mean, when I see mountains, it just always amazes me because we don't see them in our daily life in the Netherlands. So when you see them here, they're just so extraordinary and beautiful to watch. I mean, we went up in the night, so we couldn't see, but you could hear the little creaks, and we saw some animals on the headlights of the cars.
It's an impressive area of Kosovo. Could you share, Thijs, some particular moment or encounter during your practical work in Kosovo that has had a profound impact on you, whether in terms of personal growth, of understanding a global issue through your experience in Kosovo, or something that impacted your professional development? And then the same question goes for you too, Bart.
I think for me, the main reason I wanted to come here is to improve dairy farming in general. We have a lot of knowledge in the Netherlands, and there's still a lot of hunger out there in the world. So my job, what I want to do later is to have that knowledge and pass it on to countries where that isn't. And when I came here, I see farms that are really good, but I also see farms that are struggling and need that help, and it just gives me a lot of motivation when I see that the farmer says, "Oh, I didn't know that," and now he can improve because he knows it now.
And that's such useful knowledge to pass on, especially at the times that our world is facing.
Correct, yeah.
And what about you, Bart?
Well, I really like the chance to use my theoretical knowledge about water treatment and use that to use it in a practical way, to really see water treatment from beginning to the end, like starting it up, the biological process. So that's really helped me in my personal growth. What surprised me a bit was the lack of environmental awareness, I think. When you just go around here and you see a lot of garbage on the side of the street and stuff like that. It's a shame, I think, and I hope we can do something about that in the future.
That's a good message, actually, of something that we need to think on. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, exactly.
That we need to take care of more. And how do you believe this experience will contribute to your further academic or professional aspirations, Bart?
Well, I've really liked working with water treatment systems. So I think I'm going to continue that after I finish my study, after I graduate. So I think I will try to get some more experience first, and maybe I can then help Kosovo build more water treatment plants, because now the two I work on are one of the few water treatment plants in Kosovo. So still a lot of wastewater is going back into the nature untreated, creating pollution. So I hope maybe in the future I can help with building more treatment plants.
Any further ideas that you got for your professional growth during your time here?
Well, I think for me, Kosovo is just such a... It's really rare for foreigners to come here, that's what I've heard at least. So I know it's going to be really original on my CV as well. I can show businesses that I've worked on in a company or in a country like this, and did some experience in what I'm doing here as well. And I hope this experience will help me further and improve my qualities in consultancy, in dairy farming, and everything.
How did you find yourself here, and what is some insight that you gained that will help you promote this new knowledge that you found here?
Yeah, well, I think to promote, I think the Albanian culture is a really unique culture. There's nothing else like it. It's a mix of everything, so I would tell everyone that I like the culture, and I think it's cool.
Thank you. What about you, Bart? That would be my final question for this podcast.
Yeah, I think I agree with Thijs. I think also in the Netherlands, but in different part of the world, in the Netherlands we are pretty kind to each other too and stuff, but the hospitality here is on another level. It's just a bit more, and when you walk into a cafe here more than twice, the people recognize you and they come even shake your hand and stuff like that. So I think that's quite a good thing to take home and try to spread in other parts of the world. Yeah.
It's nice to hear from you say that. I'm very happy that both of you were guests of our podcast. We always hear about youth from the region going to Europe for studies or for their practical work internship, and it's nice to see that this is a two-way traffic, that we have more and more young people from Europe coming to Kosovo to gain some experience here and to share also their knowledge. So thank you for the work that you've done here, and thank you for being part of the podcast.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.